Our Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, and I'm going to say this without any fear of reservation, I'm going to have to question whether this woman can actually walk straight after watching this interview. The amount of lies that she manages to fit in to such a short space of time is completely incredible. And never mind the political skills involved. When I'm talking about political skills, what I'm talking about here is this woman has the ability to stare straight into a camera with her eyes wide open and lie continually and ruthlessly for the whole amount of time that she's actually talking. She knows the things she's talking about are 100% tosh, yet she comes out and delivers it.
How many migrants will be sent back under your one in, one out scheme?
Well, we'll develop the pilot over time, but it's a really important groundbreaking agreement, and it's been reached because for the last 6-7 years, while we've had this small boats chaos underway, no one has been returned to France. It's not been possible to return anyone to France. So this means for the first time, we'll be returning people who have arrived on these dangerous small boats. I think, frankly, that is the right principle. It's the right thing to do. We will start operationalising it. We will build and expand it, and the numbers will vary from week to week. So we will do that step by step, and that's why we're not fixing the numbers at this point that will be covered by the pilot.
So, Yvette, you can guarantee that we will see a decline in numbers of people coming across the Channel?
Well, frankly, no one should be making these dangerous boat journeys across the Channel. So, of course, we set out as part of our plan for change, our determination to reduce the number of these dangerous boat crossings, to go after the criminal gangs who are undermining our border security and putting lives at risk as well. So we need to do that not just through the returns arrangements that we've set out yesterday, but also through the change that France has now committed to make to their maritime rules, so they can intervene in French waters. As we know, their rules have prevented that happening. And that's why we've seen some of those disgraceful scenes, people climbing onto the boats in shallow waters, really dangerous overcrowding of boats that then undermine border security as well. Dawn.
Sorry to interrupt. We saw 700 crossing yesterday. Will this scheme stop those boats coming over?
Well, we need a combination of the returns that we've talked about, alongside the 30,000 we have returned since the election to countries all over the world, and also the stronger law enforcement, and also the action within French waters, and also the action here in the UK against illegal working here in the UK that criminal gangs often use as a way.
I'm not hearing a yes or a no here, though. Will it stop the boats coming over here?
So the whole purpose of what we're doing is to bring down these dangerous boat crossings, because we think no one should be making those boat crossings. What we did say, what the Prime Minister said yesterday, is there's no single silver bullet, whether it's about this new returns agreement, which frankly I think is the right thing to do, or any of the other measures that we're talking about. We've seen 6 years of people claiming that one single thing, particularly the previous government claiming one single thing, or opposition parties claiming one single thing, is going to solve it. What we need is a comprehensive approach that looks across the board.
Can I ask quickly, would you worry this might get bogged down in legal disputes? The reports today saying that anyone selected from being removed under the one in, one out scheme will be able to launch legal challenges, so we get into the same drama as we had with Rwanda, with lawyers frustrating the attempts by politicians to tackle the problem.
So we've done a lot of work on this to make sure that we will be robust to any legal challenge, and we can respond really strongly to any legal challenge that is made to this. And bear in mind, we're talking about France, a nearest neighbour that is a safe country that we have worked with through very many years. And the idea that people can't be returned to France because it's not safe is just not credible. And it's the country that people will have arrived from if they have set off on small boats in the first place. So that's why we've done all this strong work to make sure that it is robust from legal challenge, and we will defend the scheme strongly.
It's all rubbish. No numbers. There's not going to be a decline. And Chopper there with a very, very pertinent question, which is only now starting to be asked. And it's this. So, if you're going to be sending 50 people back a week, how do you choose the 50? Do you just go up and go, you're number 648, you're coming with me this week. How does that get chosen? And are you telling me that there's not going to be a lawyer somewhere in the vicinity there going, hey, that's my client you're talking to there? Really? These lawyers, they're just going to let 50 people go because the government say they're going to go. This is all rubbish, in the legal disputes that we're yet to have. We're talking about legal disputes and we haven't even enacted the change that we're talking about enacting, and we already know what's going to happen. There's going to be legal challenges from human rights lawyers because at the bottom of this there's the ECHR, and they're not doing anything about that because they don't want to do anything about anything anymore. And the thing that runs through all of this, the main thrust that I would say that normal people who would apply normal problem-solving skills to this problem would think, and at the end, you caught it from Yvette Cooper, there's no silver bullet. Well, actually, there is actually a silver bullet, isn't there? Because Keir Starmer is such good buddies with Emmanuel Macron. Every time we see them, they're cuddling up to each other, they're smiling, and they've always got their hands in each other, longingly looking into each other's eyes. I mean, these guys, they're having a bromance for the whole world to see. So, surely, if it's your mate, then all you do is this. Hey, don't worry about all those policemen trying to stick knives in the dinghies along the French coastline. Don't worry about sending anybody into the water even. You can just forget about all monitoring it from your side. So all we'll do is, when we pick up some people in the channel, with our sonar and that, what we'll do, we'll all take them back to the same French port. And after about a week of this, everyone will give up. It's that simple, isn't it? Governments that have been in existence for millennia, with armies of civil servants and lawyers and litigation and everything else that these people have at their disposal, they are unable to come up with a solution for this. And the simple reason is because they don't want to come up with a solution for it. And they thought they were being clever this week by coming out and going, we'll be sending a few back, when really what they've done, they've turned the heat up on themselves. Another great political decision from the Labour Party. And really, we shouldn't be too surprised at this anymore. These group of politicians here are useless at their only function in life. They are politicians. So as a politician, you do politician stuff. And as politicians, en masse, the Labour Party are failures, because unlike Tony Blair's government got to act like they were competent and everyone believed them, yet behind the scenes they were destroying the country. That's how it's supposed to be. Nobody's told this current crop of Labour politicians that Labour should be destroying the country from behind the scenes so no one can see, meanwhile appearing to be highly competent on the outside, when really this has just been turned inside out. This Labour Party is unable to do absolutely anything because they are quite literally too incompetent. It's an amazing situation we've got ourselves in for. And on one level, it would be quite funny if it wasn't that I was watching the destruction of our country. And I think this woman here, Yvette Cooper, is a despicable woman. She's destroying this country for the sake of an ideology that she believes in. Terrible. Thanks very much for your time.